Today we will learn what is globalization. You must have heard this word a lot of time, but exactly what does it mean? Let us find out. Have a look at this Japanese advertisement.
This advertisement showed how Japanese are also trying to learn Hindi, our national language. Now, what is the need for Japanese to learn Hindi?
They are learning Hindi because they want to interact with the Indian traders and merchants so as to have good trade relations with them. In today's world, all the major countries have trade relations with one another. The way in which the world economy is integrated in the modern world is globalization. Take example of Microsoft.
The headquarters of Microsoft are in USA, but it's getting some of its software developed in India and several other countries. Another example can be of Ford Motors, which is again a foreign company based in the USA. It has its manufacturing plants in Chennai, and the cars that are manufactured in Chennai go for sale in other countries. Ford is getting the different components of its automobiles from different parts of the world, all of which get assembled together at one place and go out for sale in all over the world. All these activities help in generating employment opportunities across the world. All these factors make the economies of the world economies around the world. Since early history, global trade has been connecting various countries in different ways. Silk Route in ancient times helped in connecting Asia from the rest of the world. This trade route not only facilitated movement of goods, but also movement of people and ideas. International migration was common even back then. It is estimated that over 50 million people emigrated around Europe to America and Australia. Large number of Chinese and Indian laborers went to work on plantations, in mines and construction business around the world as a part of the colonial plan. If zero traveled from India to rest of the world, then Western clothes came to India.
After independence, barriers to foreign trade and foreign investment were put by the Indian government to protect domestic producers from foreign competition, especially when industries had just begun to come up in the 1950s and 1960s.
At this time, competition from imports would have been a death blow to growing industries. Hence, India allowed imports of only essential goods.
Later, in the 1990s, the government wished to remove these barriers because it felt that domestic producers were ready to compete with foreign industries. It felt that foreign competition would in fact improve the quality of goods produced by Indian industries. This decision was also supported by powerful international organizations.
As a result, many multinational companies came into India. A multinational company is a company that has its manufacturing plants not just on one country but in different parts of the world. Today, you wear brands like Adidas and Pepe. You eat KFC and pizzas at Pizza Hut. All the major brands of cosmetics, toiletries and perfumes are available in our supermarkets. Because of globalization, many Indian companies also became multinational as they spread their economic activities to various parts of the world. Tata Motors, Infosys, Ranbaxy and Asian Paints have all become MNCs and carrying out their operations worldwide.
Need of cost cutting. Suppose a company is having two options to get a particular work done. The first option is to get it done in the home country, but cost involved will be higher. Next option is to get it done in a different country at a lesser cost. Obviously, any company will prefer the second option.
Labor cost and cost of certain raw materials are cheaper in India, Malaysia, China and Taiwan. This results in reduced cost of production, which will result in better profit for the company. The final product is then exported to the market where it will be ultimately used.
Every company's main aim is to increase the clientele for their products. International markets are obviously more lucrative and beneficial than the domestic markets. The various ways in which MNCs set up or controls production in other countries are by buying out domestic companies or making the latter work for them.
Sometimes, MNCs buy mass produce of domestic industries and then sell it under their own brand name at much higher rates in foreign countries. MNCs look towards developing nations to set up trade because in such places, the labor and manufacturing costs are much lower.
Telecommunication facilities, including the telegraph, telephone and mobiles, are used to communicate with people around the world. Computers and internet have also entered in every field. Emails and voicemails, WhatsApp and social networking. Sites like Facebook also contribute in facilitating business deals all over the world. Through them, the companies can reach a larger audience around the world. Satellite television is also an important factor that has helped the companies in wooing the clientele of various companies. Earlier, countries imposed heavy import duties to restrict goods from outside and to promote local industries. But WTO, World Trade Organization, convinced all member nations to reduce trade barriers. The World Trade Organization is an organization that deals with the global rules of trade between nations. Today, there are more than 150 countries as WTO members.
WTO believes in unrestricted economic opportunity across the world. In India, after 1991, liberalization policies were being followed, resulting in MNCs setting up shops in India. The result is for everybody to see. Earlier, the only options available for Indians for four-wheelers were ambassadors of Fiats. Now we have Honda and Mercedes-Benz, Audi, so many brands to choose from. Earlier, as far as two-wheelers were concerned, we had only meant a Bajaj scooter or Rajdoot motorcycle. Today, you would even find a Harley-Davidson running on the road. The prices of various products has also gone down because of the increased competition. So, this is the change that globalization has brought.